Okay, so currently I'm doing a summer romance reading vlog, but I've read the first two books and I couldn't read another one. Both of them. So recently I've just been reading a lot of dual timelines, and it's just not my favorite thing to read in a book. And like the past three books I've read all had like a dual timeline, and I was so over it. I did not want to pick up another summer reading book. So I stopped that vlog and paused because I want to read one more summer book. So I paused that because I'm like, watch the next summer book be like another dual timeline, and I was like, I don't want that. So I decided to pick up a different romance book on my Kindle, and it was called, let me find what it was called. It was called, Imperfect Match, and I knew it was not a dual timeline because it was a Marriage Convenience. It was Imperfect Match with Vicky J, and I love A Marriage Convenience. It is the beginning of the series, but I was completely okay with that. I just need something completely different. And guys, when I tell you, I loved this book so much. And then the second book is out. It's 3 books, but only 2 books are out. And I'm really debating buying this book and the second book off of Amazon if the author doesn't have it anywhere else. But I was loving that book. It was so good. If you need a marriage convenience rec, go check out Imperfect Match. The second book, you get a little bit of the characters from the first book, but there is an enemies to lovers. So in the first book we see it's like a billionaire series. So in the first book they do marriage convenience for the billionaire CEO and his assistant, and then her best friend and his cousin, I believe, are the leads in the second book. So his cousin's trying to buy this land, and the land he's trying to buy is what the girl's friend family currently owns, and she wants to keep it the way it is and expand into the land he wants to buy. So they are enemies and they don't like each other, and she wants to keep the land, he wants to buy it and sell it and do something else with it, and she does not like him when they find out like who each other are. But in the second book, he has like a secret daughter that we find out in the first book that he's hiding, and like at least not everyone knows. His family knows, but not the public. And she has like selective mutism, so she doesn't really speak, she signs. But his daughter, sees her, like she ends up like meeting and seeing her, and his daughter talks to her, even though her daughter won't talk to her dad, but her daughter talks to her. So he's like, okay, I don't know why my daughter's talking to her, but he's like, in the description it's like he wants her to be the nanny and all this stuff. And then like a fake engagement ring is in the process from the description, because I have not read this book. And when I saw all that, I was like, I want to read this book immediately, and it's enemies to lovers. I need to read it, so we'll see if I could do that. But I finished that book this morning, and then I'm starting this book, Take a Hint by Mimi Grace. I have enjoyed the other 2 books in the series for this one, and this is the last book. And it's under 300 pages, so it shouldn't take me too long, but it's just been nice, a refresher. And hopefully after these 2, I can pick up another summer book. But I'm just glad I'm not reading dual timelines because I was over it. But yeah, so far I'm only 28 pages in, but I'm liking it. So Take a Hike is about Raven and Silas. So Raven is very spontaneous, just goes with the flow, and she inherits this like adventure touring place. And Silas actually wants to buy it, and he wants to own it because he's run it. So when she learns that she inherits it, she goes to visit it and see what it's about. And he thinks she's just going to sign the papers over. But then she's like, no, I want to see if I want to own this and actually do this for real. So he's not really happy with her. He thought she would just send the papers over because he's been working there and that's been his job, and he was kind of groomed to take the ownership. And then she comes along and kind of ruins his plans and all the workers. So he doesn't really like her, but she's like up for the task, and she's really like optimistic, and she's really ready for this new adventure. So liking this so far, and I'm enjoying it, and I'll let you guys, hopefully around 50% I can come back and let you guys know what I feel about it, but I think this one's gonna be a good one. I know I told you guys that I would come back at 50%, but I lied. I finished this book last night. Take a hint, it was under 300 pages, so it was very simple to finish it. But it was good. Another good book. After reading so many books that I was just not loving, they were still good, but I just wasn't loving it. So good. This was a really good book. I really enjoyed Mimi Grace, and this is the third book in the series, and I've read the other two, so I'm happy to finish off a series from my list. And this was a really good read. So Take a Hike, I think I told you guys it was about Silas and Raven, and she's coming and she's like the owner, but he wants to take over and all this stuff. But it was so cute. It was kind of like an enemies to friends to lovers. So good. It was just a good book. All three of the books in the series are really good. I think the first one might be my favorite. This might be my second favorite. I think I want to reread the second one, but all three books are good. I definitely want to read more from Mimi Grace. But yeah, I finished Take a Hike. It's my series tracker, and I have all the series that I'm in the middle of, and so that completes another series. And I'm currently in the middle of completing another series reading on my Kindle. I'm currently reading My Darling Jane. I read the first book, I believe it was My Darling Bride. I think the series is called The Darlings, and I did like My Darling Bride, and I was going to buy like the whole series and buy the second book because I enjoyed the first one, but then I saw that it was free on Prime Reading, and I was like, let me get it, or it was included in my Prime Reading, so let me get it. So yeah, that's what I'm currently reading, and once I finish this, that will complete another series. But when I got my Kindle soon after, I got Prime, and with Prime there's some books included in Prime Reading. When I initially got it, I thought Kindle Unlimited was included in Prime. Like, I thought all that was included. Turns out it's not. That was my mistake. I didn't read the fine print. But I didn't want to pay for something else additional. So I was like, it is what it is. I'm just gonna read books that are included with Prime, which there are a lot of books included with Prime Reading, and then like some books become available with Prime and during some periods of time of the year, and then they become unavailable and things like that. So a lot of the time there are books that are at the beginning of series on Prime Reading, and for me, I think that's good, because like I have been that person in the past to hear about a series thinking it's good, buying the whole series and not liking the first book, and sometimes that deterred me from reading the rest of the series, but I'm like, I already bought them. So if I read the first book or possibly one book in a series and I don't enjoy it, I might not continue on with the rest of the series. Unless it's like maybe there's a book in the series, like if they're like interconnected standalones, if there's like one type of trope I would really like, I might read that if I didn't enjoy the one I already read. But typically this has first book in the series, and I'll read the first book, and if I do enjoy it or like it, I will consider giving the rest of the series a chance. So that's another reason why I'm in the middle of so many series, because Prime Reading has a lot of free books that are the first book. But typically the rest of the series doesn't come available, at least from things I'm reading and what I've seen. But this one became available, and it's the second book in the series, and I was so happy, and I was like, yes, I can finish this. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get Kindle Unlimited anytime soon. Maybe eventually in the very far future, but not anytime soon. I feel like I get enough free books on Prime Reading. I have the library, and then like if I really want a book, I will buy it. And I'd rather just do that instead of paying for something else. So at the moment, all I pay for is Prime Reading, so I just go in here and see what's available in Prime Reading. And to me, it's a lot of options, and I feel like I don't read enough throughout the year to justify buying Kindle Unlimited, at least for me. And like a lot of times I prefer a physical book, so if I do like a book, I prefer to get it in the physical and like just read it and everything. And if I want a version of a book on my Kindle to read when I'm traveling, I just go to the library or get it off of Libby. But we're reading My Darling Jane, and I'm enjoying it. Currently 60 or 65% through it, and I'm just nervous for whatever third act breakup is going to come, because I don't want it to come. I know it's going to. I think I might finish this tonight, so we'll see. But I'm enjoying it. I know I did like the first one, and I'm liking this one. I like the chemistry of our two main characters. So My Darling Jane follows two of the characters that were in the first book of My Darling Bride, and I believe that was a marriage of convenience story, and so we're following the best friend of the guy and then the sister of the girl, the first book. And he is also a football romance. And you know how I am a sucker for a football romance. Or maybe you don't know, but I'm a sucker for a football romance. So Jane sees this guy as like just a typical jock when there's more to him than meets the eye. And he does like Jane, but he's like, they just like fire and ice, they just don't get along, but he like likes annoying her. So he finds her attractive, but he doesn't think anything of it. He doesn't think it'll lead to more. But then she has this matchmaking service and she's trying to like build up her career. It's a startup, so she's at the very beginning and she's not doing as well as she thought she would do, so she's trying to get more clientele. And so he's looking for something serious and she's like, well, let me try and help you. Reluctantly, she says, let me try and help you, and then like, you're a big name, so hopefully if I find you a match, you know, it can be a testimony and help me grow my business. So they're doing that, but while she's trying to find him a match, it looks like they're getting closer and closer. And I'm enjoying it. And this is a single mother trope. She's a single mother. So it's really cute. But I keep thinking about that first book I read this week, or in this vlog or whatever, Imperfect Match. And I'm thinking about the second book, and I really want to read the second book. So I'm debating if I'm going to order that this weekend, even though I'm trying to, like, I don't need to buy any more books right now, but that's like, when I'm reading this, that's all I want to read. I just want to read that book. So I'm debating buying that for the first one and the second one. I don't know. But we're going to continue with this one and then we will see what I will do next. Okay, I will come back to you guys once I finish this book. Okay, it is almost 9 o'clock. It's 8:54 and I finished My Darling Jane. Guys, I liked it. The third act breakup or conflict was not that bad, thank goodness. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the series. I don't know if I'll buy it because I don't know if I'm gonna want to reread it, but I did enjoy and highly suggest you go check them out. I'm gonna read next. There is a thriller that me and my friends wanted to buddy read together, so I may do that next. But I don't know, I really just want to read romance right now. But I think that's due to the library soon, so I might have to read that. Maybe I'll read that at work and then start another romance tonight. I might do that. We'll see. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do want to read that other book that I'm probably going to order tonight. And hopefully I can get it this weekend and read that, because that would be the best. Okay, I'm just proud of myself for finishing another book. Been a little while now, so a couple things happened. So I got my nails done with a friend. I was treating her for her birthday. I ended up getting like a purplish nailish color, whatever, but I wanted that, so that's what I got. So we had a board party, and that's when everyone makes their own like charcuterie board type thing. So I just did the plain cheese and grapes and crackers, but one friend did dessert, one friend did a McDonald's one friend did like a Mexican theme. They did like tacos and stuff, and then one person did like a veggie one. So it was really nice. It was good. That was a lot of fun. And this morning me and my sister went for a walk. I've been trying to go outside and walk. I want to get back into running, but we're not there yet. So me and my sister went for a walk this morning. It was really good, and now I'm back. But I did get 2 packages from Amazon. Yes, I did order that book. I opened one package and I was like, I'm gonna take a 50-50 shot, and I was right. It was the one I wanted to read. But I will open the other one. I also got yes, Imperfect Match. This book was so good. I think I rated like a 4 or 4.5. Loved it. And now I'm reading the second book, and I'm very close to being done. I'm so excited. I was reading this all last night and into this morning before I went, and now I'm gonna try and finish this today or soon, but I do have a lot of things to do today. So yeah, and it's going really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh, here it is. So I was reading the book and I noticed that like when I got over halfway, yeah, about halfway, a couple of pages, like maybe like 2 or 4 so far, and that's not bad, but like 2 or 4 were printed upside down, and so in backwards. So this page is supposed to be like flipped, so it's supposed to be right side up, and then this is supposed to be here and this is supposed to be here. So it goes from 216 to 218, and I was like, what is going on? And then so I read this, and then I read this page, and then it's like the top is cut off. It should be lower, and like of course it is. And I was thinking like I can return it and then just buy another one, but I'm just afraid that maybe a bunch printed like this in the same thing. And I was like, oh, that's annoying. So I'm like nervous to return it and then rebuy it. So I might wait. I am really liking this, so I think I will later get another copy and probably just donate this one to like a free library or something. I don't know. But it's not terrible, you know, it's not terrible, it's just annoying. But there's been a couple pages so far that this happened, and I think they both happen when a new chapter happens. So there's one. Oh, here's another. Oh, I just found another one. Where was it? And they're pretty close together. Oh, here it is. Oh, so this one wasn't a chapter, but here's another one. It's printed upside down, the page numbers at the top. So that's annoying. So far, I think it was only those. I don't think there was anything else, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen again for the rest of the book, but I'm really excited to finish this. Okay, I finished Imperfect Arrangement. So good, guys. I would give this one 4 stars. I don't like it as much as the first one, but it's still really, really good. It looks like there's gonna be a third one, and I'm assuming there might be a 4th book in the series. I'm not sure, but right now there's 2, and then there's gonna be a 3rd book. Did I start another series this year? Yes, I did. But that's fine. It's fine. Just add it to my tracking list. But okay, I enjoyed these books. Okay, so this one is like a marriage convenience, so if you like that, you'll probably like this one. This one is a single dad romance, and the daughter has select mutism, so she doesn't speak until she meets our main woman in this book, and so then he hires her to be the nanny for his kid, because he's like, my kid's not speaking, so like, and you're the one that can get her to speak, so he's thinking she can help. And then there's also a fake engagement involved in this as well, so if that interests you, check out this one. But yeah, I'm very happy. I'm excited for when the new one will come out. Okay, so in this video I read Take a Hike, I read Imperfect Match, I read Imperfect Arrangement, and I think I read something on my Kindle. Oh yes, I read My Darling Jane on my Kindle. So yeah, I read 4 books in this little mood reading vlog. It turned out to be a reading series vlog, which I didn't mean to, but yeah, I took a break from my summer reading, but I think maybe the next book I read might be a summer book. Actually, no, it might be a thriller because I need to return that to the library. Oops. Yeah, these are the books along with My Darling Jane that I've read. And it was good. I really did enjoy all of them. So I had a good time. So yeah, I will end it here. Thanks for coming on this romance mood reading vlog journey with me. Until the next video, bye.